Hi, I'm Bob. Welcome back to the shop. So a couple months ago, I put together a picnic table for the backyard, but I never got around to making the benches. You okay? So I went on YouTube and did a little research looking for picnic table benches. There's some really nice ones. I saw about 3 or 4 on there, not a lot of them. But I wanted just a basic plain bench, just a bench. I couldn't find one that was easy to build. So I went out to the shop and I came up with this design right here. This is a bench made out of 2x4s, and I got one small piece of a 3/4 by 1.5 at the bottom. At about $4 a board, maybe $12 to build it, plus stain, and maybe a few screws. Maybe $15 tops, probably less than that. Anywho, so that's what we're going to build. This will be a short video. I'm just going to cut the boards up. I'll take it over to the bench and I'll show you the layout on it. I'll try and put a layout print on the website at busterscorner.com. If not, I'm going to call up the measurements as I go here. So you kind of need to watch the video as much as you can to get the measurements. This is a 5-foot bench. You can make a 4-foot, 3-foot, whatever you want. But we're going to work with the 5-foot today. Okay, we'll go to the table. Back over to the bench, I have all my wood pre-cut, and I'm going to go through the pieces with you. This would be a good time to take your notes, in case I don't get a drawing put up. So, the bench itself, I got 3 2x4s, okay? Make sure you pick the pretty ones on your face to face out. This one has some really nice knots. Julie likes the knots, so I picked this one just for her. So, I got 4 countersunk holes in each one, and they're going to be 10 inches back from each side, 1 inch in from each edge, 2 holes countersunk. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the same on all 3 boards. Keep the 10 inches in, and 1 inch in from each edge. There's 1.5 inches in the middle. Okay, so we need 3 of those. This is the bottom runner board. This is the 3/4 by 1.5 inches, and I cut this one to 43 inches. I got 2 holes, 1 on each end. These are 1 inch in, and split the board in half, which is about 3/4. Okay, so just center the hole, 1 inch in on both sides. Countersink those holes as well. Hose. Cut. Say it.
Cut. Take 2.
Okay, this is the center runner board that we have at the bottom. This is the 3/4 by 1.5 inches. You can use anything you want for this. I just put this in after the fact, add a little stability to the bottom. This is 1 inch in, and I split the board in half. Countersink both ends. Okay, one piece of those. Okay, these 4 boards here, we're kind of building a square. Our legs are made out of a square. Okay, and it's going to go, you know, that's what we're making. Alright, so the 2 uprights, get the Craig hole, that's the top, Craig hole at the top, okay, just like that. Those are going to go up, and then our top board goes across that, so we have Craig going into the top. So when our 2x4s come across the top, we're not fighting screw heads on both sides. Okay? So that's that board. 4 of them get that. This board is 12.5 inches high. Alright. Got the 12.5 inch board. I need 4 of those with the Craig holes at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? The other side gets nothing. Alright. That's those. The top and bottom runners, the top runner gets nothing, it's just a plain board, and this is 11.5. 11.5, cut 4 of those. 2 of the top, nothing happens to those. The 2 bottoms, going to be on our bottom box, I got 4 holes countersunk through. These are going to be, I have these at 3/4 of an inch in, by 1 inch and 1 inch in from both sides. 4 holes, countersunk through. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to assemble the boxes. I'll show you those here in a minute. and we'll do a little more assembly. Let me come right back to you. Big enough table to assemble this. So I got my two legs set up here. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to scribe a line right down the middle of this, okay, like that, on both of them. Spread them out. Take my first one. Now I have a line where my screws are, in the original layout. I'm going to match that line to line it on the legs, and that should keep us fairly square. Now, it was originally laid out, the spacing had a Sharpie right in the middle. Oh, buddy. You can also just eyeball it. Put the back one flush and the front one flush. Get your marks. And then just split the difference for the one in the middle. Okay. Like that. Lines up there. This one's going this way a little bit, like that. And split that one. Okay. You can also take and put a square across the end of it down here too. Okay. Get you close like that. Okay. It's not that big of a deal. Looks pretty good there. This leg here needs to come in. Okay, and right there. And there, and there, and there. And like I say, you can put a Sharpie right here. Now, when I laid this out, I got all my pieces came out of 3 2x4s exactly. Exactly. If you wanted to, you could shave 1/4 of an inch. Don't get up there, buddy. Shave 1/4 of an inch off the big boards right here, and that'll give you more freedom when you go to cut your small boards. It doesn't have to be exactly 5 foot. Okay. But at any rate, there's nothing left over. Use every inch to get this exactly right here. All right, buddy, don't jump up there. And this is your bottom brace, which goes down here right in the middle. Okay, that's where it's going to go. Here we go. Zip it. Zipit.com. Just a couple of things. The Craig screws, I used 8 of them. They were the 2.5 blue ones. Okay. The Deckmate screws, I got 2 kinds. I got the big ones up here. I used 20 of the number 10 by 2.5 Deckmate screws, the yellow ones. Down at the bottom brace, I used 2 number 8 by 2. So I see them set screws right there. You can pick any screw you want. That's just the ones that I used. Other than that, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a That's a bench. It's pretty rock solid. It's not too heavy. All right. Okay, before closing, I'm going to give a shout out to subscriber Bill over in Tracy. He did the solar light project. He loved it. Way to go, Bill. Thanks for the comments on that. Please subscribe to our channel and leave comments of what I'm doing wrong or right. Maybe something you want to see me build, we can do that too. That's it. That's all I got. Come on, Buster. We done, buddy? Good night.